The barbecue had its own rhythm, one I knew by heart. Smoke drifting low over the yard, the clatter of plates, my mother reminding everyone, no one in particular, to eat before the food got cold. I arrived on time, like always, carrying a bottle of soda because I'd learned years ago not to bring anything that invited comment. I wasn't there to be seen. I was there to be present. Those are different things. My brother arrived late, which meant his entrance mattered. He hugged our parents loudly, laughed too hard, let his phone ring once before silencing it, as if to suggest importance. I watched him from the edge of the patio, already guessing where the afternoon was going. He waited until everyone had a plate. "I've got news," he said, raising his voice just enough to command attention without asking for it. "I just got promoted. Manager. 5-star hotel." Applause came instantly. My mother beamed. My father nodded like this was confirmation of something he'd always known. Then my brother looked at me. "And meanwhile," he said, smiling, "some people are still just figuring things out." Forever, apparently. There was laughter. Not cruel, exasperable, familiar. My parents turned toward me, still smiling, and my father shook his head gently, like a disappointed coach. "Unlike someone," he said, not bothering to lower his voice. The old heat rose in my chest. The reflex to explain, to say that my life wasn't a stalled version of theirs, that success had more than one shape. I felt the words cue up, rehearse from years of practice. And then something stopped. Not courage. Not anger. Just clarity. I noticed, for the first time, how tired the comparison sounded. How thin it was. Like a joke repeated long after it stopped being funny, kept alive only by habit. Everyone was looking at me, waiting. So I smiled. Not tightly. Not sarcastically. Just a real, small smile. "Actually," I said. The word hung there unfinished. I didn't rush to complete it. I let it breathe, let the moment stretch beyond its usual limits. My brother's smile faltered, just slightly, as if he wasn't sure what version of me was about to speak. Actually, I continued, "I signed the contract last month, the one I've been consulting on. It turned into a permanent role, no titles, no numbers, just facts." A pause. Then someone spoke, not one of my parents, not my brother. It was my uncle's neighbor, invited because he always brought good bread and stayed out of family politics. "Oh," he said, genuinely interested. "That's impressive. My firm tried to hire someone for that exact position last year. Couldn't find anyone with the right experience." I nodded. That was all. The conversation didn't explode. It didn't reverse dramatically. It shifted subtly, unmistakably. Like a table leg adjusted just enough that the wobble stopped. My mother's smile tightened. My father cleared his throat. My brother looked away first. Someone asked me a follow-up question. Then another, normal questions. The kind people ask when they're curious, not comparative. I answered briefly. I didn't overstay the attention. I didn't perform. The rest of the barbecue continued, but the tone had changed. My brother still talked about his promotion, but louder now, more insistent. The confidence had turned brittle. I noticed something else too. No one looked at me with pity anymore. No one rushed to reassure me. The role I'd been assigned, the one who needed explaining, had quietly expired. Later, as I helped clear plates, my mother said, "You never tell us anything." I thought about that. About the years I had tried, and how selectively that information had been received. "Tell you," I said evenly. "You just don't hear it when it doesn't fit?" She didn't argue. She didn't agree either. She just nodded once, distracted, already moving on. When I left, my brother didn't say goodbye. My father did, awkwardly. My mother reminded me to drive safe. In the car, I didn't feel victorious. There was no rush, no sense of triumph. What I felt instead was steadiness, a quiet, unfamiliar weight settling into place. I hadn't outperformed anyone. I hadn't corrected the family narrative with force. I'd simply stopped accepting a version of myself that was built entirely on comparison. For the first time, that was enough.